While Pakistan claims to be a peacemaker, ladies and gentlemen, in global wars, it seems that it cannot handle its own backyard. As Field Marshal Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif play mediators between America and Iran, their own military has been striking civilians in Afghanistan. The bloody clash between Pakistan and Afghanistan reignited over the weekend after about a month of calm, with Pakistani strikes killing at least 36 civilians, including children, and wounding 163 others. Three eastern provinces of Afghanistan, Paktika, Kunar and Paktia, were targeted by Pakistani military a day after three members of the Sindh Rangers, which is a Pakistani paramilitary force, were killed at their headquarters in Karachi. Pakistani officials said that they had arrested an Afghan while three others died during the attack. Hamidullah Fitrat, Taliban government's deputy spokesperson, gave out details of the latest Pakistani strikes. In Mandukhel village in Paktia province, Pakistani fighter jets bombed a civilian home, resulting in the death of an elderly sheikh and a child. When villagers gathered to rescue the wounded, the aircraft targeted them with a second bombing, leading to the death of 28 civilians and the injury of 158 others. Meanwhile, in the Valosht village in Paktika province, the airstrikes targeted the home of one civilian, resulting in the death of 6 people, most of them women and children. In Barulo village of the Kunar province, the home of one civilian was bombed. Now, both sides, Pakistan and Taliban, summoned each other's charge d'affaires to protest this deadly violence. Pakistan's foreign ministry said that démarches were issued in light of the fact that Afghan nationals participated in the Karachi attack. While Pakistan's information minister Ataullah Tarar said that 29 militants were killed in the strikes, also adding that this was a response to, quote, recent terrorist attacks against innocent people, the Taliban government condemned what they called a cowardly act and a crime and atrocity. Former President Hamid Karzai condemned Pakistan's airstrikes, calling them a violation of Afghanistan's sovereignty and international law. He urged Pakistan to, quote, abandon its policy of confrontation and double standards toward extremism and instead engage with Afghanistan. The United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan has now confirmed that at least 28 civilians were killed and 49 were injured in airstrikes carried out in Paktia, Paktika and the Kunar provinces of Afghanistan. Remember, on Saturday night, Jamaat-ul-Ahrar, which is a breakaway faction of the TTP or Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, claimed responsibility for the Karachi attack. The attack was the first major strike in Karachi since October 2024, when 2 Chinese engineers were killed in a suicide bombing near the Karachi airport. That attack was claimed by the Balochistan Liberation Army. Now, the two countries, remember, have been embroiled in a bloody, violent conflict since early this year. Islamabad has accused the Taliban of harboring militants who carry out deadly attacks inside Pakistani territory. But Taliban denies this accusation. Hundreds of people have been killed in cross-border fighting since February, when Afghanistan launched retaliatory strikes after Pakistan had carried out airstrikes inside Afghan territory. Several rounds of talks have been held, but a lasting ceasefire has not been achieved yet. The two neighbours agreed to a ceasefire in March this year, but there have been sporadic attacks since then. In fact, China hosted the two sides in April and later said that Pakistan and Afghanistan have both agreed not to escalate their conflict and to explore a solution. Clearly, that hasn't happened.